My question is to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, when the Rafah border crossing reopens, will the thousands of people holding a tourist visa to travel to Australia be eligible to travel immediately?
Give the call to the Prime Minister.
Speaker, I'm asked about the reopening of the Rafah border crossing by the member for Cowper, and he may have information that I don't have, and that's possible, Mr. Speaker. That is possible.
Order. The member for Banks.
But I think it's unlikely, Mr. Speaker. I think it's unlikely. But what I do want to see, are borders which are able to be opened because there is a release of hostages from Gaza currently being kept by Hamas, because there is an end to the death and destruction that we see against too many innocent civilians in Gaza on our TV screens every night, because we see an advance in peace and security between Israelis and Palestinians, because we see in the region a recognition by Arab states of the State of Israel and the right for it to continue to exist within secure borders, but also the right of Palestinians, the legitimate aspiration that they have to live in peace and security behind their borders. That's what I hope for. That is something that has been long-standing bipartisan policy in the Australian Parliament for a long period of time. And Australia has a proud history going back to our role in the United Nations with, importantly, the creation of not one state but the creation of two states, which was the vision of the United Nations in which Australia played an important leadership role. I believe that Australians, when they look at what is happening in that part of the world, are horrified, but particularly for people of Jewish background or descent or faith, people of Islamic background or faith, people with relatives in that region want to see this happen. And what they don't want also is conflict brought here. They want Australia to play a constructive role.
Order. The member for Cowper has asked the question.
A constructive role in the region. They object to some of the misinformation which is out there about Australia's role in that conflict, which is we are not participants, but we are people who, consistent with the role Australia has historically played, advocates for peace and security and for humanitarian values and for the protection of all innocent life, whether it be Israeli or Palestinian. Yeah.